Okay, folks, I found this on the street. It's of something that I hate. Let's see how we go with this one. If we can make it look a treat, even though it's a piece of shit. Or it's from a piece of shit. I don't know how big I'm going to make it. Sorry, I'm shaking a lot today. I did have myself a long black coffee just a couple of hours ago. So the caffeine's obviously making me buzz. A little bit too much, I'm afraid. It's causing a buzzing. It's not a pleasant feeling. So let's see what we have here. Aristocrat. So this is a electrical fault card. Oh, okay, gambling equipment. Fucking poker machines and shit. Yeah, probably, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the poker machine in question was dispensing too much cash, too much money, and they had to fix it. I mean, that's the only way gaming fixtures like these aristocrat machines can do anything is they have to make money. It's all about gambling. Is all about revenue making. It's not about giving the player more money, because it's a business, folks. Gambling is a business. You're not going to beat the system. You know, you're very unlikely to win. The more you play, the more you lose. That's the kind of lesson I want to put across. Now that looked really quite nice, that bit there. I do think maybe we reduced it too far. I do think. I might concentrate on those barcode thingies. They look really nice. I'm going to enlarge this section to emphasise the barcode. But basically, the more you play these fucking dumbass machines, the more you lose. You can't beat the system. However much you'd like to be able to win, the more you play, the more you fucking lose. So you got to fucking realise that, folks. Anyway, that looks interesting. That looks too... I was hoping to... I did it wrong. I want to put them that way. I think that should be right. But basically, it's like that, folks. The more you play, the more you lose. You just can't beat... You're extremely unlikely to win. The more you... That's just it, you know. That's just the facts of it, the facts of life about gambling is the more you play, the more you fucking lose. That you just can't beat the system however much you'd like to. I don't know how this is going to work. But I really wish people would just stop feeding these stupid machines. Yeah, that looks interesting. Not quite as nice as this smaller material. I do think maybe I could go back to this, or maybe I can go and pick that up and try that again. So we're just going to put this aside, and we're going to try and use that as inspiration. Going to make it 400%, and we're going to slip and slide it. Actually, going to make just on the vertical 400%. On the horizontal, we're going to make it 100. Yeah, that looks interesting. Don't like that bit there. And we don't seem to have the same colours as we have here. I don't know what to do, whether to return it to, whether we can just take this section and enlarge it out, I think, or that. That looks brilliant colour-wise. Just throw that away. And we're just going to concentrate on that small area there. So I'm just going to put it in the corner. Yeah, that's looking good. We're getting some more of that brilliant colour that we're interested in. Wondering if we can maybe make this into something. Don't know. But yeah, gaming is indeed a problem, and people have got to learn to realise that it's just a business for the people who run the gambling, like the pubs and the clubs and wherever else poker machines are found. It's not there to make people win, it's to make people lose, because it's in people losing that these companies and corporations can make a killing. It's not for... I just don't understand why people take joy in feeding these fucking greedy machines that just don't have any other purpose than to fleece your cash. You're better off, if you've got money, you're better off putting it towards a hobby or an interest rather than fucking it up, fucking yourself over with these gambling institutions. Now that looks really quite interesting. I think we could maybe make this into a movement piece. So yeah, the more you play, the more you lose. That's just the overarching message that I hand over to people who unfortunately get entangled in these gambling places. And so many people are gullible. So it's like that. It's really greedy, these corporations like Aristocrat, that make all this obscene profits on people's misfortunes. And people are so gullible. You know, the sound of the poker machines, the flashing lights, draws a lot of people, but to me it's repulsive. I think it's absolutely repugnant, the sound and the lights. I don't like them. Now that looks interesting. Maybe we could enlarge that on the... Actually, that looks like it could be centre of the job. But yeah, I just don't have any interest in feeding these greedy fucking equipments full of my money. I've got better things to do with my money than to spend it on this shit. And it's shit. It's fucking shit. My maths teacher, he wasn't the nicest person on earth. He was quite a nasty person. But he taught me and taught the class, the more you play poker machines, the more you play, the more you lose. And I wasn't an A-grade maths student. I'm terrible with math. But I had enough knowledge, enough common sense to know that what this teacher had to say is so true. I don't like the teacher, and I didn't like maths. I didn't like maths or the teacher that was teaching the maths, but he gave me enough knowledge. Now, I probably would have found out later anyway, because I'm a person who is I question things like competitions and gambling and all that. I'm not a type of person that tends to be gullible when it comes to gaming and competitions and shit. I'm very wary of these sorts of things, folks, and I'm glad I'm not gullible enough to take on these stupid gambling corporations and companies and pubs and clubs. I absolutely hate gambling, folks, and I hate competitions. I hate win this, win that, win this, win that. Why do people fucking live to compete in these dumbass competitions and all that sort of shit? And raffles. You know, honestly, I hate competitions. I hate raffles. Anything. So let's see how this piece looks. I was thinking I should have stretched that one out. I do wonder if I'm doing it right this time. Yeah, that looks really quite interesting. I do wonder if I should maybe do a switcheroo, or maybe I could do a switcheroo, but basically I really abhor gaming and competitions and even raffles that are designed to make people give to causes, to good causes. I still don't like them. I still don't like raffles, folks. Anything that's a win this or win that or win this or win that just does not go with me. If I'm going to donate something, I'm going to donate. I'm not interested in the raffle. And that looks really quite interesting as well. I don't know if it's what I want. I think now we can call this demo quits.